I'm a duck.
Hey guys, it's Will and Alex here from StayFrostyCinema. Alex, you tell me what we're gonna be talking about today?
Are we talking about Black Ops 2?
Wrong! What are we talking about today that's related to Battlefield 3?
Is it Armored Kill?
What do you think, I'm an idiot? It's Aftermath! Why is that?
Because we got fan submissions?
Yeah! For anyone,
You did a terrible job there. But for anyone who slightly gets how Will botched the intro, what we were referencing to,
exactly. Go
We
watch
love
it
you.
and you'll see how much
Yeah,
I botched the
there'll be
yes there.
a link in the description.
And in seriousness,
In
yeah,
all
that's what we're talking about today.
seriousness,
Aftermath game modes in specific. Now, 3 weeks ago, I uploaded a sitrep that talked about Aftermath, and one of the over to you segments, which I love getting feedback on because that's what they're built for, is one of them was game modes. What game modes or like weapon types, but specifically game modes would you like to see in Aftermath? And some of the replies we got were actually really good. Now, before we begin, this gameplay comes to us from our brother.
what's a brother?
Our brosif. And his name's Andrew. He has his own channel, Cactus HD. It's in our link channel. It's just on our channel. Go check it out. He does Borderlands 2 stuff, Medal of Honor Warfighter, bit of stuff he's been doing.
Horror Fighter.
Pimp of Honor Warfighter, and you know, stuff like that. He's got a really awesome channel. Go check it out. Subscribe if you like cookies and all that goodness. But anyway, so that's where this gameplay is coming from. And let's talk some of the suggestions we got in the commentos.
Okay, so starting right off is JG Karamiko, who's had the top rated comment with 2 thumbs up of a good mode.
Which I think this guy nailed it right on the spot.
I would love to see a good mode in Aftermath.
Who wouldn't want it? I mean, like, what are you gonna wish for? Like a bad mode? Come on.
Of course not.
So JG Karamiko, just good job, son.
Good job, son.
Now we got a pretty awesome fan of ours, the Mitchell 374. I think he's from Europe or something. So so it took a while.
He's basically saying he kind of wants.
Yeah, he wants to, because one of the big things in Aftermath is going to be vehicles, like modified vehicles, because this big earthquake. What are you going to do? You're going to modify vehicles.
Not like tanks.
Yeah, not like tanks. Like,
I'm thinking it's going to be more. We're going to see more jeeps, Jeep-like things.
So he wants. He expressed that he wants to see a mode where you use vehicles. I guess I'm just sort of like spamming ideas here, but like a tank superiority with some of the new vehicles in Aftermath, and I'm talking like trucks with 50s on the back and stuff like that. Like that sort of mixed in, so like a heavy usage of vehicles amongst rubble and stuff. And I think that honestly would be so fun. Alex, any thoughts on that?
I almost think like if there was a moving King of the Hill, unlike tank superiority where you like secure one kill, that'd be really cool with jeeps. Like, cause you'd have to get there fast and everything.
That would be really.
I guess a moving King of the Hill is kind of like Rush. Already has that, but I don't know. They could do something, or like even almost like a race thing.
Totally, yeah.
That would be
something. I think that would be really fun.
Cars, or where every car on the map is drivable. Yeah, not just the tanks. That would be kind of fun. You get in like a smart car or something.
Okay, so next comment we got is from Bloodshot JM, and he says a free for all survival, one life, and when one person is left, the game ends. He's the winner. So this is an interesting idea. Because Alex, you take it away. You had some thoughts on this.
Well, on the one life thing, that could just get boring. I think, especially because Battlefield is more fast paced than a lot of people who don't play Battlefield think. It could just come down to a lot of randomness and camping, and I wouldn't know so much. It would really have to be dependent on the maps and whatnot. But if you take away the how you only have one life thing, and because I think free for all is suggested by some other people in the comment section. Free-for-all kind of goes against the fundamentals of Battlefield, which is teamwork, and that's things like repairing each other's vehicles, healing each other, reviving each other. So free-for-all could be kind of interesting, but an idea I had, no one commented, but I think is a very good idea, is like squad multi-team, really. So it's like 4 or 6 teams, and because Armored Kill really sucked for the console players, so they kind of need to redeem their DLCs that they're giving to the console players. So a multi-team game mode, I think, would be really fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, That's just what I have to say.
All right, now this guy puts in a very profane but straightforward way. Low Axe 23 says, well, the only good mode that came out of the heap of shit, that is COD, Search and Destroy. Now I think it would be interesting to see a Search and Destroy, like a similar mode in Battlefield.
The thing is, it's like, because the maps in Battlefield are bigger and whatnot, the having only a limited amount of lives, I don't know so much about that. Like, and there's already rush. They could have some sort of sabotage like thing, like if you've ever played sabotage in COD.
I think they could definitely make something similar to Search and Destroy. I mean, let Search and Destroy be in its own glory. But I think it'd be cool to see something like that. I mean, like Battlefield doesn't really have that many limited.
Oh, you know what would be good? I just thought, and I don't know if anyone suggested it in the comments. I can't remember. Like an escort mission.
Yeah.
That would be cool. You have to escort like a tank.
Another one.
Oh, that's straight out of AVA.
This one?
No. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So this one comes from Casino 16, and he actually, and in the aftermath key art, sort of the wallpaper sort of thing, he says the guy's holding a machete, and one thing he suggests is that involves a team or squad that starts off with only knives or machetes, and they need to kill the opposing team to gain their weapons. It would be a one life type of mode, so there's no respawn. So this is saying that people kind of want like nitty and gritty on Aftermath, like you got one life, sort of that sort of style. I think that would be something we haven't really seen from Battlefield before. I think it could be sort of like frustrating as shit, but also competitive and pretty fun.
Yeah, a lot of people are suggesting like one life modes, but I mean it works on paper, but honestly, it just gets really annoying. As soon as they're exploited and you get killed right off the bat, like, you know that happens in Call of Duty when you, like, spawn and then you're already, like, walking into sniper fire and spawn grenades. It's not fun, and that could happen in Battlefield. Like, people would just know what to do right off the bat to really ruin the experience for non-experienced, exploiting players.
Yeah. And then one here that I've seen quite a few times in other places is Battlefield 3 should come up. This is actually Eagles Fly High 86. He says Battlefield 3 should come up with its own zombies or something similar to the infected mode from Call of Duty. He says an infected mode where you have to stab someone with your knife to infect them. I think that would actually.
I think infected could be very fun.
That would be actually so much fun. You'd have to be on.
Would
TDM.
The zombies have to have knives, or would we be a bit more generous?
I think zombies.
Maybe the machete. It's like a better than a knife.
Maybe you'll see, and I think the zombies should have. You know, once they're zombies, you're already sort of throwing out some validity. Give them like advanced mobility. Let them run fast and stuff. Give it some intensity. So then we got another one from. Carl Nissen. And he says deathmatch. He says free for all, which is what we've heard. Search and destroy one life. So he's got the same idea. And he says like a sort of King of the Hill headquarters type stuff.
I said that could be interesting if they use jeeps in a cool way.
Yeah,
I think
that would definitely be awesome. And here. Oh, here we got one. This guy wins the game. Dinosaur game mode. How many people would actually be disappointed if DICE said fight some dinosaurs in
that's
awesome.
The thing that everyone's expecting might happen for Endgame. I think
dinosaurs.
The name Endgame just sounds like they're gonna like just go all out. And I remember I see somewhere in the comments here someone suggested a flamethrower as a weapon. Yeah. And I'm thinking that could make it into Endgame and not Aftermath.
Yeah. Endgame, I don't know what it's about. And Aftermath, if you're still confused, go watch the syrup because it's pretty
But. Yeah. And he said dual optics on guns, so that's interesting.
Yeah, so yes, this guy has a long.
You don't have to read it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read it, but essentially what he's getting at is sort of this survival game mode, right? And like a sort of depicted survival. So the game throws you into something. You have to do certain things, but you have to do it in your own style. So like you can kill as many people as you want, or you can be as stealthy as you want. But at the end of the thing, you have to do the same thing and do the same thing. And sort of like that, but in like that survival style, which Aftermath seems to be pushing, with sort of the it's fight for survival. That's its motto right now.
Here's another one. Fredel Parsky, free for all, and then another one he said is you get random weapons and random attachments. This could be fun, but it would have to change every like 30 seconds because you don't want to go a whole game if you get like a frickin' SVD.
Yeah, it'd have to like
You're screwed.
Yeah, it'd have to like cycle through or something, or like when you start off and then
Yeah, like
kill, you get their loadout or something. Like
You
that?
get a no, not there, but like a random loadout, or maybe you get theirs and then when you spawn you have something completely random. That could be interesting.
Yeah, and then looking here. Yeah, so I see a lot of free-for-all, capture the flag, or squad so like free-for-all is definitely one of the most popular things I'm seeing here.
But I don't think so. It's not Battlefield like. It might be kind of fun if you just want to rank up your guns fast, but would just be you wouldn't be getting any better at the game. You just be getting the better guns.
This guy, the zero TS, the Zerots. He says dinosaurs could be cool or hard to do. Of course, dinosaurs would be crazy to see prancing around Battlefield 3. That would be awesome. It would be so much fun.
I would just like to point out that small snipe that just happened in the gameplay. That was nice.
Pretty sick. And now he says zombies. He says it's cool. It's already seen, but it could be done in the DayZ survival sort of way. So yeah, like something like that. It's like survival, like fight for damn survival. Then he says a stalker. That's an acronym apparently. Way of survival. Hell damn yeah. So I've heard of Stalker. It's a game, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. So
a Slenderman type game.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine
Battlefield
Slenderman? Oh my goodness.
You have to find all the mags and a gun, and that's enough ammo to kill them.
Battlefield 3 Slender. That'd be crazy. Okay, we're going through here. What are we seeing here? This guy says channel online says I want to see the one bullet game mode.
So one in the chamber.
Yeah, so he's talking one in the chamber. I think that would be similar to like Gunmaster. That was similar to Call of Duty's whatever it's called, gun game.
Well, apparently that was started in Counter-Strike first. So
really,
don't get ahead of yourself.
No one.
Anyway.
It's not copying anyone. I mean, you shouldn't.
It's all
a good idea.
Nothing's completely original. It's all something from somewhere. Anyways.
Yeah.
It has guns in it. It's copying what's that one that came out that had like a 6-hour campaign. Homefront.
Yeah, this guy says I think they should work on some air warfare. That's Condor 711. Yeah, air warfare. That would be an interesting.
I would
like tank superiority, except jet superiority.
They would need to make an easier to fly vehicle though, or they would need to buff or rebalance the Strela, the anti-air weapons, which I think are decent now, but I remember them being shit.
Yeah.
At one point, I think they buffed them.
This guy is being honest. He wants to see more co-op missions and more guns for the support class. That's a pretty good.
Yeah, its support class has kind of needs more guns because what I like using most on the support class.
Yeah.
SMGs.
Now this guy, Elijah Vix, he gave a very detailed and ambitious presentation. Essentially, he says people start off on a bridge and it blows up and everybody goes into the water, into the submarines, and he just goes on and it's awesome. It would be the sickest thing ever. But the thing is, it's a bit far-fetched and doesn't really fit the terror.
Underwater, that's interesting because now that you bring it, I like Battlefield on Facebook, and they posted like a picture of like an underwater theme. It was for the like 10-year anniversary, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, make an underwater map!" So that's actually possible. They could have like an AC, like they could have like a. It's just this. They'd have to improve the swimming because right now you just swim at the surface, but. You could have like harpoon guns and shit. Like it'd be like Thunderbolt from the old James Bond. If you've ever seen that.
But this guy Elijah Vix, he pretty much sums it up in like the way that everything's planned out for you, but still you got to make your own way. And
could be kind of linear, but could be kind of fun too.
We got a lot of guys. This guy. Yeah. So those are pretty much summing up the ideas. We got free for all, a survival, and then sort of like a Call of Duty. I'm not gonna say like these modes are exclusively from Call of Duty. It's just Call of Duty is you recognize it from. So a couple things from Call of Duty that work well. I mean, Call of Duty doesn't work well sometimes. So some of the stuff that's fun in there. And like if it's a good idea, if it's fun, then by all means, Battlefield, go ahead. You've earned it. Well, thanks for watching. By all means, leave some more suggestions for game modes down below. Advance on some of these guys made.
We mentioned your comment. Expand on it.
Mention your comment. Go ahead and make a new one. going even further, because we got some great ideas and we listen to you guys. And until next time,
Stay frosty.
and don't forget to subscribe and like this video.
Yeah, whatever. Mostly stay frosty.
Yeah, obviously.
We'll have to put a